What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Sonic vs. Mario, and trust me, you guys are going to be really surprised on who actually wins this fight and why. So before we get started, do me a big, huge favor and hit that like button, and if you have not already, hit that red subscribe button. Is there two video game characters bigger than Mario and Sonic?
Their rivalry is legendary.
Like, is there?
Their fame,
like Link
unmatched. This battle has gone on for nearly three decades, but today, it finally comes to an end.
Mario, Nintendo's whimsical Italian turtle crusher.
And Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's
I gotta go with my boy Sonic.
Speed.
I have
Time to find out if Sega really does what Nintendo don't.
For this bout, we'll be using the same rules that fellas had for the past 3 years.
Okay.
Most importantly, the original video games will be our primary source for analysis.
Yeah, please don't use the movie. Please don't use the Mario Brothers movie.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
And they actually do like a huge animation at the end. I'm excited about
Carpenter, Doctor. Mario has worn many hats throughout his life, but he always does so as a hero.
Except for that time he tortured an animal, but no one really talks about that.
Born as one of the 7 star children possessing an extraordinary amount of power
and extra horrible crying fits,
Mario was assuredly destined for
5'1", 155, 200 pounds.
Little bro Luigi
Home on
wound up
Nintendo,
in
that's
New
great.
City,
Versatile, multi-talented. Appears in 362 games? Did you guys know that Mario has been in 362 games? I had no idea.
Not exactly the great heroic destiny I was expecting, but hey, at least his girlfriend was smoking.
But everything changed after a chance meeting with Princess Peach Toadstool, and her only hope of rescue lay in the hands of the Mario Brothers.
Yep.
And Mario had all the power he needed to take the Turtle Terror down. He's
there's been so
tough,
many Mario things over the years. He has Ultra Jump, Super Jump Punch, Ultra Hammer.
He can jump several times his own height.
Mega Vitamins, Bottomless Gloves, Lazy Shell, Pyrokinesis. I mean, he's got a lot of abilities.
To bits with his butt and toss Bowser around as if he's a featherweight.
So long, Bowser.
Needless to say, the Mushroom Kingdom was in good hands.
So was the princess. She even gave Mario a piece of her cake. If you know what I'm saying. Get in there, buddy. You deserve it all. Oh, come on. It's an actual cake. That's good too, I guess.
And if his strength doesn't cut it, Mario has plenty of extra weapons and powers on hand.
He can already shatter brick with his bare fists, but when he needs the power to break down the toughest walls, he busts out the Ultra Hammer. Sounds like a wrestling move Lou Albano would have used back in the day. Rest in peace, Captain.
Forged by two
Those were so bad. Those videos were so bad.
The Ultra Hammer, combined with Mario's mighty swing, can break through practically any material.
True.
And he's got a ton of awesome power-ups, like that spicy fire flower.
Actually, while Mario used to need this
fire from his
he
hands.
has since learned how to use pyrokinesis without it.
Well, the ice flower lets him freeze enemies. The
he's got Super Mushroom, Boom Mushroom, Mega Mushroom, Ice Flowers, Gold Flowers, Super Ball Flowers, Stopwatch. I mean, wow.
Turns him into a kitty cat.
A lot of abilities.
And the Super Mushroom gives him a power boost and increases his size. I bet the princess likes
Super
that
Bell
one.
and Lucky Bell, Tanuki Suit.
His swimming ability increases dramatically.
Frog Suit.
With the Double Cherry, he can create clones of himself with no power decrease. With the Stopwatch, he can freeze time. With the Cape Feather or the Wing Cap, he can soar to new heights. And with the Starman or Rainbow Star, he becomes totally invincible.
Yeah, I guess, that's true.
And with the Gold Flower, he never has to work another day in his life, because he's got an infinite supply of money, made of people.
While he can carry several power-ups at once, Mario doesn't always need them to prove his potential.
He's quick enough to maneuver when transformed into a bolt of lightning, and skilled enough to pilot
let's read that real quick. This electricity form is fast enough to travel between neighboring countries in this form. Mario has maneuvered through complex paths, indicating he can react at lightning speeds. Well, that's something.
As it rockets through the atmosphere. He's so friggin' manly, he took an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle. And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
Based on a standard tennis court's measurements, we can determine the blast of this fireball covered a radius of over 2,000 feet.
These guys are really going in depth here.
This must have had an explosive yield of over 2.4 megatons.
Wow.
So what you're saying is Mario could totally play tennis with a nuclear warhead for a ball and be totally fine.
Probably.
Apparently.
Also, he can throw a baseball so fast it overloaded this speed gun, implying it was launched over 999 miles per hour. In the Mario World cartoon, he hurled a dinosaur out of orbit.
Oh, we're going from the TV show, too.
Similar size and weight to a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
This feat would require a force of over 135 tons of TNT.
Wait, Wiz, I thought you said we're only using the games.
Any official
what I said.
material counts so long as it's supported by the games. Otherwise, we'd be ignoring a huge majority of the character's
I mean, that's
history.
true, I guess.
Take a look at this chain chomp. It's actually made up of solid gold. Gold is ridiculously heavy.
Very.
While 1 cubic foot of iron weighs 491 pounds, a cubic foot of gold is over 1,200 pounds.
Right.
Luckily, a chain chomp is a perfect sphere, so we can compare it to Mario's height to find that it weighs nearly 6,000 tons.
Wait, did he just leave it in that hole? Cash it in, Mario! That thing's worth $366 billion!
That's actually correct.
Well, yeah, that guy on TV who always wants my gold told me.
This isn't even Mario's most impressive feat. At one point, he lifted an entire fortress and punted it through the air.
He does the same thing
Yeah.
in the manga, and it's pretty on par
Chris
with the
Brilliant says
strength
Mega
he's shown
Mario
against
lifted
Bowser,
and
who
punted
survived
Larry's
collapsing
castle.
castles multiple times.
Since this
He's quick enough to run up walls, pilot star driver at Mach 375, survived a 2.4 megaton explosion. Wow, that's a lot of things.
presentation makes the castle's size difficult to determine, we measured the entire interior based on maps from the game. By scaling these measurements to the castle's smaller avatar and conservatively assuming a limestone composition, we've determined the castle
Wow.
must weigh more than 61 million tons.
Wow.
And he just kicked it away like it was a freaking soccer ball.
Given the distance it was kicked, Mario must have exerted a force of around 3.5 megatons of TNT. Do you realize what
Wow.
this means? Mario's foot
I love these
is
guys. They go so in
231
depth with all the
times
science.
more
It's great.
powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Okay, it says Mario compares to Donkey Kong, who punched the moon out of orbit, and Wario, who survived the Shake King detonating. By measuring the blast radius and the world map in Wario Land, the blast equals 95.8 sextillion tons of TNT. That's such a big number. Wow.
Naive and not much of a strategist, he's saved the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser's clawed grip time and time again. And the
you,
Koopa
Bowser.
King is tough enough to survive a dip in the sun, or even a black hole.
Don't underestimate Nintendo's powerful plumber.
Here we go!
Wow. Yeah.
Somewhere out there on
we
a
go.
strange
Sonic
alternate
time.
version of Earth,
Let's go.
humans coexist with anthropomorphic animals.
All
But
you
this
simps out
world
there,
has been assailed
stop.
over and over
Stop it.
by the vile Dr. Ivo
All I'm saying.
Robotnik, otherwise known as Eggman.
Why the heck does he need such a dumb alias when he's already got a name as cool
he
sounding
looks like
as
an egg.
Robotnik?
But hope persisted. Whenever the Eggman hatched a scheme, one did not have to wait long for a certain blue streak to speed by. This was Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's the fastest thing alive.
This song was so good. Such a good song. I love this show. This is one of the
While
best. There was
Sonic
two of
has
them
a
that came out
superhuman
like within
physique
2
overall,
years. That was my favorite show.
speed is his speciality. In fact,
All right, let's see here. So
superhuman
Sonic
speed
is 3'3". He's 77 pounds. He's age 15. Christmas Island. Plays guitar like Chili Dog's. Not a skilled swimmer, obviously. Okay.
a natural trait for the anthropomorphic hedgehog, though
Right.
Sonic's abilities are far superior to his kin.
Wait a minute.
Obviously.
All hedgehogs have super speed? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, real hedgehogs are also nocturnal, not blue, and when they try to make friends with foxes, they get eaten.
Yeah.
So I don't think Sega cares.
All right then. To stop it.
Okay, so it says, according to character designer Naoto Oshima, Sonic's iconic power sneakers were inspired by Michael Jackson's album Bad.
He can crush his enemies with the spin attack, strike multiple
dash,
times
homing
with
attack,
the homing
instant
attack,
shield, light
go
speed,
0 to Sonic
burrowing,
boom
self-taught martial
instantly with
arts,
the super peel out,
power sneakers, and light
plow
jet.
through hordes of badniks
Okay.
with the spin dash.
That's a lot of things.
Holy crap! I think this guy would just like vomit all the time.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures, including elemental shields. The Aqua
Right.
Shield is especially useful as it grants him an incredibly high bouncing jump and protection against his greatest nemesis.
Right.
Robotnik?
No. Water.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Sonic, buddy, learn to swim already and save our
I mean, you'd
ears
think
from
you'd be able
that
to learn how to swim by
nightmare
now,
music.
right? You think you'd learn how to swim. And that song always
Blue
gives me the
hedgehog can also
heebie-jeebies
gain
every time I
abilities
hear
from
it.
small
I don't care where I
alien
am.
beings called wisps.
They can turn him into a fireball, a yellow
Shields,
drill,
wisps,
a black hole,
chaos emeralds.
a bunch of stuff, really.
Yep.
Even a demonic hungry hippo.
But before we delve any further, there is something vital which we need to discuss. It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy.
I don't
here
think
we
Sonic
go.
has a top speed.
While he has boasted that he is faster than light,
pretty
Sonic
sure.
has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
Right.
Oh yeah, like when he connects to a trail of rings. But you can't take his bragging too seriously. He's still got some of that radical 90s attitude.
The highest official
Indeed.
description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10. This actually
He goes a
isn't
lot
too
faster than that.
far-fetched. The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum around 3,500 SPD. Assuming SPD translates to metric meters, given the game's Japanese development,
Yep.
that puts Sonic's top speed over 7,872 miles per hour. Over 10 times the speed of sound,
No.
and just over the official hypersonic
Definitely
description.
faster than that.
So, is that it?
Well, it's possible, no, likely, that he's faster. In TV
Likely.
shows closely tied to the games, Sonic has dodged meteors, did this with a 10,000 frame per second camera,
yeah.
and even outran lightning. All of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
Right.
How
Right.
about that one time he caught up to a cyan wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him, even without its laser mode.
That's right. The laser is a power it grants Sonic, not itself. Still,
Right.
wisps are incredibly fast. At one point, a group of them flew from Earth's surface to a black hole in orbit in the 20-second Sonic and Tails were talking. By measuring the planet's curve
Right.
here, we can find that the Wisp aliens must have been moving around Mach 200. As Sonic is faster than them, this supports his cartoon feats.
Why isn't that black hole sucking up the Earth? That's what they do, right?
It's more like a pseudo-black hole fueled by hyper-go-on energy.
Yeah! If I didn't know better, I'd swear he just made those words up.
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that of a singularity.
He's outrunning a
and
black
Sonic actually
hole.
outran its pull for 30 seconds.
Come on.
Due to chaotic accretion, black holes pull non-orbiting mass inward at 30% the speed of light.
Right.
Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else the black hole wouldn't have pulled him in. With this in mind, it's entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed must be around 200 million miles per hour.
I
That's
mean,
insane!
that's
The
pretty
fastest-
fast. Okay, it says the 2014 Interactive Annual is the only official source, albeit very loosely outsourced publication that claims that Sonic can run at light speed, as it is an unsupported in canon. This likely refers to the light speed dash. All official sources directly from SEGA contradict this claim. Interesting. All right, let's keep going.
This man-made object in real life was the New Horizons space probe, which took off at more than 36,000 miles per hour.
It took 9 years for this probe to reach Pluto,
Right.
but with Sonic's speed, he could make this same trip to Pluto in less than 24 hours. Even with this unbelievable speed, Sonic has far more power hidden up his sleeves.
He doesn't wear a shirt.
He
Right.
can achieve the form of Supersonic by
Yeah.
absorbing an enormous amount of positive energy from the 7 legendary
that,
Chaos
Mario.
Emeralds. In this mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy attacks, and fly near the speed of light.
But guess what? This isn't even his final form.
After the Emeralds
Right,
received
hypersonic.
a boost
I mean-
from the Master Emerald, Sonic could achieve his ultimate state of being, Hypersonic.
He's got all the abilities of Supersonic, plus total invincibility.
Let's see what the difference is between Hypersonic. Has all Supersonic's abilities, obviously. Totally invincible, faster than light, and the Hyper Flash boosting attack. How is Mario going to beat this? How is he going to beat
Hyper Flash
this?
that insta-kills everything around him.
just don't see it.
Oh, and he's definitely faster than light now.
Unfortunately, good things don't last forever. Without a steady supply of rings, these super forms can't even stick around for a full minute.
Right,
Sonic
true.
has resisted mind control from the Overmind, survived re-entry from orbit, and blasted apart a mountain. This would need more than 200 tons of TNT to pull off. And while fighting his evil RoboCopy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite.
We found that this stalactite must weigh almost 47 million tons, which means a break like this would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
He's definitely got what it takes to save the world from a madman scientist.
Right?
Well, Sonic may be a bit arrogant, and he's certainly a thrill seeker, but at his best, he's the definition of honest and heroic. He's used his powers to defeat Eggman time and time again, even against gigantic death machines and cataclysmic events.
Those cute and cuddly forest critters can rest easy when Sonic's gotta go fast.
I'll show you how outclassed you've been.
Infinite! Why is Infinite not in Sonic Speed Simulator? Come on! Come on, Infinite's such a cool bad
Class
guy.
all my own.
Come on.
Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
And bummer.
All right, the
we
combatants
go.
are set. Let's end this
Here we
debate
go.
once and for all.
This is the actual
first,
fight itself.
follow
Let's
this
go.
tag-
Let's do it. All right. I'm ready.
Hello? That's a mine.
Finders keepers, pal.
This is how the fight starts?
Whoa!
You asked for it, Tuppy.
Let's go! It all started from the beach. Let's do it.
You're too slow.
Note to self, don't take people's beach umbrella spots.
Come here.
Oh boy. Oh boy, he's got a whisk. This animation's amazing. Wow. Do it, Mario. Okay, real quick, everybody, put your votes in. Who is gonna win this fight, Mario or Sonic? Obviously, I'm on Team Sonic, but let's go.
Oh, give me a break.
Right, because he's making copies of himself. Yep. Oh, come on, really? Oh, here we go. Hypersonic already.
Now I'll
Wow.
show you.
Just skipping a step, man. Let's go. A lot of punches. So he took the star. Mario took the star. So Star Mario versus Hypersonic. Heck of a fight. But they both can't stay in this super form for long because they're gonna come out of it, right? The moon cracks.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, mamma mia.
Uh-oh.
What? Woohoo! I'm the winner.
What? KO! No way,
How did that
bro!
happen? I know Nintendo won the console wars, but I really seem to remember
No way, bro! What?
having this one in the bag.
I'm sure Sonic could have won in specific circumstances, but more times than not, Mario takes the victory. Keep in mind this analysis was done with a focus on the games and their closely tied media, excluding alternate contrary sources like
Archie Comics' version of Sonic has feats surpassing his game iterations, but the historic abilities of Archie and the game continuity Sonics are too different to be considered a single entity. Similar to how Mario and Paper Mario are separate characters.
the Archie comics or the Mario Brothers movie, where Mario and Sonic are essentially entirely different characters from their gaming counterparts.
Sonic had speed in the bag, obviously, but Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint this picture very, very clearly.
But I know what you're thinking. What good is Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the blue blur, right?
Yes and no. While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's
If we assume Sonic's base speed is faster than light through indefinite or unofficial evidence, the same standards must be applied to Mario. This grants Mario several FTL reaction feats, such as launching across galaxies in seconds in Mario Galaxy. Okay. I mean, I guess.
relativistic top-running speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity and piloted the Star Diver. Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats. Since Mario was tough enough to tank almost anything Sonic could throw at him, it was only a matter of time before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
But what about chaos control? Couldn't Sonic just stop time and take care of things while...
It's
never
heavily
done that.
implied he knows how to, but Sonic has never actually used the time stop ability in
Right.
canon. Even then, Mario's stopwatch does the same thing, putting them on equal footing.
Ah, don't do that! Where's my wallet?
Actually, most of Mario and Sonic's power-ups countered each other in this way.
I don't know
Mario
about this.
even had plenty of options for defending against
I don't know
Sonic's
about this.
invincible super forms. But Mario also had a much wider variety of power-ups, offering multiple ways
I mean,
to
that's true.
overpower Sonic. For example, he
guess
could
that's
have
true.
frozen Sonic solid,
Ah!
or even turned him into gold. His arsenal would always outlast Sonic's because he's been shown to carry more of them on his person.
Oh, God.
I guess.
Oh, I've seen things.
But even then, Mario's durability blew Sonic's out of the water.
Scaling to Donkey Punch's Moon Punch makes Mario comparable to Dark Gaia, whom Supersonic could not deal with without aid. Scaling Mario to Wario's durability makes Sonic's options for seriously harming Mario extremely limited. Wow.
Even if we assume the 200 kiloton stalactite feat
I guess I just didn't really realize how tough Mario was.
Mario survived an explosion that was 12 times more powerful. Simply put, Sonic
guess.
didn't have a lot of viable options.
Defeating Solaris and Time Eater does not automatically put Sonic on overall universal levels, particularly since those enemies universally threatened capabilities stem from powers Sonic does not possess. Okay.
That could take Mario
All right,
down for
all right.
good.
I always
guys
knew
did your
Sonic
research.
was impressive, but Mario is just ridiculous. Probably that mustache.
Sonic was obviously incredibly fast, but he couldn't compete with Mario's superior strength, durability, and varied arsenal.
Yeah.
He got Mario'd.
After 100 episodes, you still can't think of a good pun?
Oh, come on, man! Oh, I thought Sonic had that in the bag. I had no idea that's how many abilities Mario actually had. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Who did you think was gonna win? How many of you thought Mario was gonna actually win that fight? Because I totally didn't. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.